Hi, welcome back to Nailed It with Elegance. We're going to do those swatches tonight on the Beetles Polish collection. We have a 20 polish collection by Beetles and an additional Beetles collection of polishes, 6 in total, some of which are lovely glitter polishes. We did a box opening and now we're going to do some swatches and then see what you think. Maybe you have a few favorites. Maybe you'll order some for yourself. It was an affordable price considering how many gel polishes we got. Well, let's get going. We've got a few of them. Okay, this is polish number 327 and I have 327. So it's sort of a bright orange, but it's more kind of leaning into almost that neon color range. So there we have that. And I'm just going to kind of check them aside in a little basket I got so I can keep moving forward. We have quite a few of them tonight. This is 328. So you can see where this is kind of hitting towards that neon family. And it's nice to do the color swatches because do you see the difference between the lid cap color and the swatch? Quite a big difference there. So it's nice when you can swatch them and actually see the color ranges and what they really look like as opposed to the lid. There we have 449. It's another orange, but it's more your typical fall color orange, and we've kind of gotten out of that neon family. Ooh, caught that one. Hey, here is 450. Now we're getting into a real pretty bright yellow. That would be pretty with the fall colors and designs. We have 448. That's just a real pretty red. Real pretty red. Then we have 330. This red's a little bit brighter, more like a fire truck type red. Real pretty and bright. Now we're getting into one of the glitter polishes here. 341. That's real pretty. Now that is one coat. If I would have doubled it up and done a double coat, it would have been more opaque. I kept it with a single coat. It's almost just as pretty with a little bit of transparency. You could utilize it, I think, as a topper, but it would be maybe a little too strong. It probably wouldn't allow the base color to come through. So you'd probably just want to put it over either a black, and then it would be real beautiful, or maybe even over a white, or just do a double layer of this gold. It's gorgeous. $337. Another yellow, a beautiful yellow. $337. $451. Now see, this is another gold, but it's quite a bit different than the previous gold because it's more of a coppery gold. Let me show you what I mean. So I'm going to leave this here, a gold that's a coppery gold. And then we had the 341 that was more of a yellow gold that we looked at previously. So you can see the difference between the yellow gold and the coppery gold that's sort of like a copper penny or a rose gold versus a yellow gold. Then we had a real beautiful glittery color, orange and vibrant, a little bit red orange. This is 452. That came out of that 6 polish collection. A lot of the glitter polishes came out of the 6 polish collection from Beetles. All right, we have some pinks now. 332. I love this pink. It's such a pale pink that it almost looks white. And I believe we're going to probably see a lot of soft pastels this year. Just a guess. Kind of coming up with a lot of your nail designs, a lot of soft pastel colors. That's going to be probably the new neutrals. All right. $3.39. Lovely purple. Really dark, pretty purple. This is a single coat. This is $3.39. And $3.39 is a beautiful dark purple. And we just looked at it earlier, the $3.39. But what I did is I took the $3.39 and I put it over white to see how opaque it would become. And then I took and I put a layer of holographic scrolling over that, because when I saw this $3.39 that we just looked at right here, $3.39 previously, I thought, I bet that would be beautiful with a holographic stamp over it. So I just wanted to do a swatch that way, and boy, it is pretty. And in the light, you want to talk about gorgeous. So some of these darker, richer colors really pop when you throw a holographic stamping over them. Then we had $3.25. It's a white, slightly off-white, but it's a white. $3.26. Lovely pink. I love this pink. It's such a pretty blossom color. It's just beautiful. Got a little something on my swatch there. I don't know what it is. I'll wipe it off. Might have scuffed it. $3.26. Really, really pretty pink. Precious, precious pink. $3.43. That's just a true gray, isn't it? It almost serves as a neutral as well. That would look pretty with stamping over it. Could look nice with some glitter over it. $3.40. Isn't that beautiful? Believe it or not, as opaque as this glitter is, as solid and non-transparent, I mean, it's pretty opaque. That's one coat. It's a very good polish. A little bit goes a long ways. Some of the colors you could tell were meant to be more glassy. Others were meant to be more opaque. Like this is one coat. This is $4.47. And it was definitely intended for being more opaque, and you can see that it is, even with one coat. This is another one that if you put a stamping over it, whether it be gold or holographic, it would be gorgeous. I'm trying to move along quickly. There's a lot of polish. $3.31. This is a true brown, isn't it? You might be able to use some of this for artwork if you were just doing hand artwork, hand-painted artwork. Or just a nice neutral. A nice neutral. This would go with anything. Browns, tans, camel-type colors. They go with everything. Okay, great. $3.42. This is another beautiful, beautiful berry color. It's kind of like a royal cranberry. It's very deep, very rich. Not at all transparent. It's gorgeous. It'll be fun using a lot of these in designs. This is one of my favorite colors. I put a little bit of floral overlay on it. It's $3.33. It's kind of a baby blue or a periwinkle. I just love it. I think it's so pretty and precious and feminine. And I put that little floral overlay over part of the nail. Not over the whole thing, just over part of it, because I wanted the color to peek through. I've been having fun with nail foils and putting floral prints on the nails. I think it's a lot of fun. You can see I use the color here as a base and put different kind of floral patterns over it. I think it's really pretty. One of my favorite colors, I'd have to say. Now we're getting into some dark blues. This is 335. Now can you see with the pretty light of the reflection coming off the tile on my nail desk here, how you can kind of see through? This one was meant to be more of a jelly color or a glassy color. Now if I would have gone and done a second layer, I probably could have got it more opaque. But it's really, really pretty. And then I just put the floral over it because I thought it would be very pretty, and I just wanted to see what the combination would look like, and I liked it. Now this is it's a 344, and 344 is it's pretty much black. And I just put the floral over it too. I was having fun trying those out. But you can see for the most part that's just a black. It's a nice black. Here it is so you can see it without any overlay. How completely opaque that is. This wasn't like layered and layered. This was one coat application. And you know, black is a really, really nice tool when you're doing nail art, because sometimes you can just use the black alone, or it becomes a great foundation for other colors to really be demonstrated by just putting it over the top of the black. And sometimes some of your holographic powders look gorgeous over black, or polishes. This is another blue. It's another jelly color. You can kind of see with the reflection and the lighting on the desk with that white tile background kind of shining through that it is kind of a jelly color. But it is a little bit darker. I'm hoping this camera of mine will focus. There you go. That's a beautiful blue. That color is 336. So hopefully you're getting an idea of the size of this collection. It was a big collection. 338. That's a 4 screen if I ever saw 4 screen. Forgive the little bit of dust on there. I think when I went up to see my daughter in Olean, New York, and I took my polishes with me. I packed them up and I went down there to do her nails. She enjoyed having me swatch all of these so she could really make a choice of what she wanted, because so many times they really don't look exactly like the color swatches. Now this is another one that I showed you already that I also put a holographic overlay on it. Now look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Now I love looking at these in the natural light. You want to talk about gorgeous, breathtaking. You take a pretty color and a berry and you put it on all your nails, and then maybe you just take the ring finger and the index finger and you accent it with something beautiful like that. And instead of having to wear a lot of jewelry, now your nails are the jewelry. It's just real pretty. Just something different to try, and you don't have to go with a full coverage design. You can go with a partial coverage design just as easily as I had done with this, and it's still pretty. As you can see, The same effect could have been achieved with this, going over part of the nail. It just creates a little bit of a unique take on nail design. And by the way, if you liked that color, that was the 447 color with the beautiful holographic over it, and you can see the difference when you enhance it. And imagine that in a set. That would be gorgeous. Now, I've shown a bunch of swatches, but I really haven't showed just how nice it actually applies. So what I thought I'd do is I'd take one of the final colors, like 329, that I really hadn't swatched yet, and we'd go ahead and swatch it on camera so you could see it, how nice it applies. Now, I love pinks, so I believe we have a pink right here. Oh boy, this is going to be fun. This is pretty. But I wanted you to see how nice it applies. Now, Gel Polish is self-leveling. And you, sometimes you have to entrain it where to go and encourage it to level out a little bit. But for one coat, and that's really what I'm doing, rather than applying more, is I'm just spreading it out and encouraging it to self-level. As you can see, for one coat, that is really nice opacity. We're going to go ahead and do 2 coats, but I'm going to put that in my light here, my curing light, and then we'll put that back under there. But we're going to be able to see what 2 coats look like. Now, for 1 coat, you could see that was really very nice. Oh, by the way, I'm sharing this silly little, or demonstrating this silly little butterfly, if you would. Actually, it's not a butterfly, is it? It's kind of like a butterfly, but it's not really. Looking at its wings, it's kind of like a little bug that's made into jewelry. And I have him sitting on a flower. It's silly. It probably won't be there for very long, but I wanted to put it on just to see what it looked like. Yeah, I gotta try something new. Okay. I love to try something new. I got in some beautiful nail jewelry, and some of it I just adore. Others of it, it's a little big for me, and for a long nail it might look great, but for a shorter nail it's a little large. It's pretty. This might be a little bit on the large side. Wow, you want to talk about beautiful glassy color. You see how nice that applied? That wasn't hard at all. 1 coat was okay. I mean, I could have stopped with that and put a nice glossy top coat on it. But 2 coats is really amazing. This, by the way, is that nail foil product that I got. And what you do is you put a layer on top of your polish of glue. It dries clear. You set this on it, put a little pressure and rub it on, peel it off, and then the flower is there. It's like a transfer process, and then you put over it a top coat, and then you have another way of doing nail art. So we can do a video and show how to use that sometime. It's not hard at all. It's just something fun. So there, that last color is 2 coats. Beautiful, beautiful pink. final color, $3.29. Wow, did we take a while to get through all those polishes or what? That was 25 polishes in total, I believe, because there was 19 in the Beetles set that I bought and an additional 6 in a smaller set that I bought that had glitter polishes. So I hope you enjoyed getting to see those swatches, and I hope it didn't take too long. And if you like any of it, you can get online, check it out on Amazon, and order some for yourself. Hey, thanks for stopping in. Bye-bye.